Hi, Bob McLeod here to talk about using history to log pledge changes. Now, before I jump into this video, let me just say this isn't only about pledge changes. It's about using history features to track anything that you want to track, any kind of activity that you want to track that doesn't fit into the normal task types of TntMPD. Because the history features are so powerful in TntMPD, you can track just about anything you want. I use it to track the pledge change history of each of my partners because TntMPD does not do that directly. Okay, here in my database, I've got various financial partners and newsletter recipients and people I've contacted in the past, etc. So here's one of my partners, Fred and Wilma Flintstone. And the only way that I know about their pledge history, their current pledge, as you see, is $40 a month. But the only way I can determine their pledge history is to come back here and scroll through the gifts. Okay, so 40, 40, 40, 30, 30. Oh, looks like they changed their pledge earlier this year. And if I scroll down further back, I might see something else. And further back, oh, but they were 40 at one time, and they made a change. And then way back, they were 20. Okay, so I don't really have a way to see what was the specific day or the specific challenge that led to this response. So instead, what I do is I use history, and I simply log a change. So let me say that they just said they were going to make a change. I would come along and just simply write a note. And I would say PC for pledge change. I could write that out, but I don't need to. And they increased $10 a month from 40 to 50. And that's the way I log it. And I say OK, and that puts it in. And I would, of course, update their giving at that point and uncheck the box so that their next gift gets a thank you. Okay, if I look at all of the history of all of my activities with these partners, I see lots of things like newsletters and thank yous and emails and other things like that. But if I want to see just the pledge changes, all I need to do is type in this filter box up here and say PC colon. And since that's the code I only use for this, there I have all of my pledge changes for all of my partners. Okay, so pledge change plus 10, 40 to 50, and that's the one that I just entered. Okay, so that's really helpful, but what's even more helpful is two other things. Number one, I can click here on the name box, and it's going to sort them by name. So here's all of Fred and Wilma Flintstone's pledge changes in history. Or I can go back to the contacts and look up only Fred and Wilma Flintstone by saying look up this contact. Now the current group is just Fred and Wilma. When I go to my history, look down here is a checkbox. See, it says filter by the current group. And since that's only Fred and Wilma, there's my pledge change log for Fred and Wilma. And I can see when they joined my team and each increase or decrease that they've made over time. Okay, so I find this to be really helpful. And I've been doing this on my own team for 10 years, logging the history. So I could see all of the pledge change history for all of my partners. So anyway, just a quick idea on how you can use history to track anything you want, or specifically pledge changes. Hope that's helpful to you. Have a great day.